Hello, Wizards of the Coast Multiverse line. How can I help you?
It is I, Vorinclex, Praetor, Nephorexia, Freezer of lands, and all around a-hole.
Yo, what up, sexy Clexy?
I've heard my boy, Ich-Teckik, I call him It, for he brings the horror, is getting his new card. Does that mean that Infect is making his glorious return, like the Phoenix of old?
Well, no, not exactly. For some reason, players just don't seem to appreciate how fair and balanced and beautiful of a mechanic that Infect is. We do want it full of Phyrexian flavor, though. So what else do Phyrexians like?
Well, let's see. I love reusing toilet paper. I love rainy days, sugar and grits, unsweetened tea, and the serenading sounds of Nickelback.
Oh gosh, you really are monsters.
What?
Oh, nothing. We need a fun fact about IT. So, what is one way you can definitively kind of sum up a person? You know what? What's his favorite Pokemon?
His favorite Pokemon? Let's see. Junior goes on and on about his precious Golem.
Golem, you say? Say less.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't do that unless we play those three magnificent letters, EDH. What does it stand for today, Hadoken?
You know what? I'm seriously getting upset with people because they don't understand what this means. But you know what? I'm gonna help you out today because today is a special day. It stands for engineers designing happiness. That's right, people. Today is a preview day. I don't see you getting excited over there.
I might get more excited after I see the preview card that we get.
Okay, I want you guys, to wash your underwear and make sure you got a second pair on hold because we got a great one for you today. What are we doing though?
Well, first of all, we want to give a big shout out and thank you to Wizards for letting us preview a card again in this spoiler season. This time for Commander Legends. And first of all, I need Wizards to stop sending us broken cards or keep sending us broken cards. I don't know. They seem to be the talk of the town. But today we are going to introduce Ich-Tekik Salvage Splicer. And I know Derek is definitely loving this.
Yes, guys, they sent us a Phyrexian. They sent us an actual Phyrexian. I can't. I am losing my mind. I am so excited.
Yeah, if you don't know by now, Derek is the infect guy on our squad. Yeah, everybody needs to have an infect player on their squad.
All I know is I can't pronounce his name, so I just call him IT. He's an IT specialist. He specializes in that work, both software and but mostly that hardware. And when I mean that hardware, I mean them artifacts. Please explain to them what this man does.
All right. IT is 4 and a green. It's a 1/1 human artificer. When IT enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token.
He bringing a friend with him.
Yeah, he brings a buddy. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from battlefield, whenever any artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on IT and a 1/1 counter on each golem you control. And this is a partner commander, of course.
Translation: when your artifacts go to the graveyard, he get big and his homeboy get big because they about to jump you in.
That's right. Derek, what are you thinking about this one so far?
Oh my! It makes me so happy. So I will say, partner scared me to death when I heard partner was coming back. But to see what they're doing and to see they're bringing Phyrexians into it, I'm not scared anymore. I'm just excited. I love big stompy things, and it feels like the whole point of this is going to be to punch people with golems, and that's kind of like everything I could want in a game.
Yep, that's pretty much the strategy we're going for. And matter of fact, Wizards also sent us a few more preview cards to go along with this because they were like, hey, we need more golems. So Derek, go ahead and talk about those other preview cards.
So yes, the first one I'm going to bring up is a cycle that is coming back that I'm so excited about. And the one specifically we're previewing is Mox Diamond. That would be exciting. It's Moss Diamond. And this is the cycle of 2 mana rocks that tap for a color and enter tapped. these are staples. I run these in so many decks. It's gotten to the point now where only 2 mana rocks are like really, those are the only ones you want in decks. So to be getting these out and getting these cheap is amazing. And then we have 2 golems as well, because obviously we need more golems. One is Meteor Golem, which is an amazing card. When it enters, you can destroy any non-land permanent. It's a 7 mana 3/3. It's ridiculous, and it is a staple in really in a lot of monocolored decks, especially ones that focus on red and black to get rid of enchantments, things like that. And then we have Golem Artisan, which is just an amazing card, and especially in a deck like this, to give these artifacts flying and haste. You already know what my favorite Golem is. It involves Phyrexia, and giving it haste and or flying is going to kill somebody, and I love it.
Wait a second. I'm mad. All right. Yeah, this is a good card. It's a great card. But you know what it also is? Not in Brea's colors. Yeah, I'm hot right now. But you know what? I can chill. I can bring it back. Say it, go ahead and take it away. What we talking about?
Yeah, so we're going to split these up into different categories to tell you how you can play IT. We're not going to say his name anymore. How you can play IT, the Splicer. Specifically, especially if you just want to play at mono green, because we don't know all of the partners that are out just yet. So let's just focus on that green and colorless aspect. So there's still a lot that you can do with this guy. And apparently there are a lot of golem synergies out there that span not just green, but also other colors. And we'll let Derek go ahead and take care of this one.
Yes, sir. So if I wasn't excited enough about the golems that we got to preview, there's a whole lot of golems. And there's really a whole cycle of these types of cards where they enter, they make a 3/3 golem, and then have some sort of almost like a lord type effect. Some of them are going to give them first strike, some can give trample, some are going to buff them, give flying, different things like that. And the coolest thing is, because we have the partner ability, we get to handpick what colors we want to be in. So we can choose these, I'm going to call them golem lords, golords, whatever it is, because that's kind of essentially what they do. Some of them, while they're not golems themselves, they're making these tokens, getting these engines going. And if you get a certain combination of these, things can get super scary, especially once we get into sacking stuff and getting all the crazy synergies we need in the deck.
You know what? I just realized something.
What's that?
We call him IT, we call him it. Because eventually you'll float too. And by you, I mean your life points, your life is gonna float to 0. That's right. He's that creepy. He's that scary. I just realized how dangerous he was.
Yeah. So he definitely synergizes with golems and other artifacts. I love that he synergizes with other artifacts, but specifically, we're going to talk about a lot of golems that could possibly just go into this deck because he makes your golems larger too. So I want to talk real quickly about a golem that definitely needs to be in this guy's deck. Ancient Stone Idol.
Now hold up a second. I've seen this card and I know it because it's in your mono red deck and you stay cheating with it. But go ahead and explain to the people what it is.
So Ancient Stone Idol, it costs 10. It's a 12/12 with trample. It has flash, and you reduce its cost by 1 for every creature that's attacking. And here's the kicker. When it dies, you create a 6/12 colorless construct artifact creature token with trample.
That's right. It creates a mini me.
Yeah.
That's a big butt. I love how it gets smaller, but its butt stays the same size.
that must mean it's from Georgia.
It's from the South. Next, let's talk about Geode Golem, because this needs to be in every commander deck that has high CMCs. It's a 5-drop. It's a 5/3 with trample. And whenever Geode Golem deals combat damage to a player, you can cast your commander from your command zone without paying his mana cost.
Translation is free 99. That's right. You take your Earth Dragon and slap it directly on the table, because that's how that works.
This next one, I didn't even know existed. This is Phyrexian Colossus. It's a 7-drop.
Never heard of it.
It's an 8/8. It doesn't untap during your untap step, but you can pay 8 life to untap it. And Phyrexian Colossus cannot be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. It's swinging hard. It's swinging big. I'm pretty sure that you guys have heard of Solemn Simulacrum, right?
Hold up, Sad Robot.
Sad Robot.
Sad Robot, lonely on the hill by his lonesome.
That's right.
I don't like the new design. I like the one that looked like he fell out the Matrix and he just by himself.
Well, good news. Turns out he's a golem.
You know that surprised me, because I never saw him as a golem. I just saw him as go get me a land and draw me a card.
He seems too tiny to be a golem. He's just a very sad, tiny little robot. He seems more like a robot. That should be its own creature type.
Yeah, he seems more like a construct than a golem. Next, Precursor Golem. Apparently this might be a staple in some format. I don't know. But it's a 5-drop artifact creature golem. When Precursor Golem enters the battlefield, you create 2 3/3 colorless golem creature tokens. When a player casts an instant or sorcery spell that targets a single golem, that player copies that spell for each other golem that it could target. Each copy targets a different one of those golems. Now, this is the dangerous card. All right,
because it's sharing the love out there.
Yeah, that's right. So if this is out and people or you are targeting golems, it could either be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. Proceed with caution.
Does that mean you can Tainted Strike all of your golems at one time?
That's true.
That's right.
That's all you need to tell me. Okay, this is guys, I'm on TCG Player right now buying the cards. It's done.
Now we're gonna let Derek introduce the last golem.
Oh, okay, yes. This should be zero surprise. And I alluded to it earlier. It is my lover, my best friend. It is the Blightsteel Colossus. Blightsteel is everything I love about Magic. It is massive, it's trampling, and it is coming with all that Phyrexian perfection to infect everyone at the table. It's a one hit KO with Infect. There's nothing else you could want, except the fact that it's also a golem. So you get that on top of it. This card it's just perfect.
First of all, the subtype on Blightsteel Colossus needs to be a-hole, not golem. This card is offensive in 5 languages and 2 religions. Look here. Whenever I see this card, I look at the person like, you have a mother. You have a mother and you play this card. I find it that I didn't even know this was a golem because every time it hits the table, I just see the devil. Now, there are a lot of things that out there that complement this. You know what I think about when I see my boy It?
What's that?
I think about treasures.
Yeah.
I think about
yeah.
I think about clues.
Yeah.
I think about food tokens.
Yeah, even those too. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we're moving to the next category where basically there are easy artifacts that you can put on the board that you can, benefit from, but also double benefit. Like these things are going to do something for you and it's going to pump your team. So let's talk about some of those cards that'll help you do that. Take it away, Cam.
Coming from the top, all the way from Ravnica, I like to introduce Smothering Tide. This is one of the best cards ever printed in white. That states whenever you draw a card, whenever an opponent draws a card, if they don't pay 2, you create a treasure. That is ramp in white.
That's true.
That's the best thing since land tax. Are you serious?
Yeah, I think they were serious when they did this.
What else are we out there? Brass Bounty.
This is coming from Ixalan.
This is from Ixalan. They brought us some of our favorite flip lands.
Yeah.
They also brought us Brass Bounty that says you create a treasure for every land that you have. It's free mana, people. It's free mana.
Free mana.
You know how I can my value meals with the chicken nuggets.
Not the chicken nuggets.
Well, the chicken nuggies.
This also, since you did bring up, we're talking about treasures, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, we're in Ixalan, so let's talk about Pitiless Plunderer. This is the 4-drop Human Pyro. Whenever another creature you control dies, you create a treasure token. Just that simple. Just that simple, baby.
And what happens when we sack these tokens for mana? What happened to my boy It? He keep growing.
Gets bigger. Gets bigger.
And when he turns sideways, you'll float too.
Derek, any of these catch your eye? Maybe the clue tokens, food tokens? What you thinking about?
Oh, you already know I love clue and food tokens. And this is just an insane card in any deck is Tireless Tracker because it throws, card draw, it buffs itself. You're going to be buffing everything. My favorite treasure token producer across anything though is going to be Spell Swindle, just because it is so much fun to not only counter your friend's stuff, but then watch them get salty as you just stack treasures, pump your whole team with making mana, and then hit them with all of it. It's just super petty and super amazing. But the nice thing too is those beautiful food tokens that are basically useless in Commander, this gives us a reason to run them. So we can run cards like Baked into a Pie and Gilded Goose and actually have a useful way to use the Curly Banana food token, which is something I've been actively looking for and failing to do. So that by itself makes it good.
True story. One day I went to my local game store. I spell swindled this person for 10. I laughed. I celebrated. And when I woke up the next day, apparently I had been assaulted because they were very upset at that spell swindle.
I thought you were going to say you woke up and you realized you were dreaming. Those were awesome synergies, things that we definitely would complement But let's end it off. What will definitely win us the game? What you got, Derek?
Yeah. Yeah, if Blightsteel wasn't fun enough, or if for whatever reason Infect has lost you too many friends, there are other ways to lose friends. That's going to be with a card like Marionette Master. This card is just a finisher in any artifact-based deck. It is absolutely insane. Basically, you can throw +1 counters on this thing, sack artifacts, and just take people out. Obviously, you have so many artifact sack outlets like Clark Clan Ironworks, Trading Post. You can even use something like a Soul Guide Lantern that sacks itself for value. So many different things. But yeah, if you get a Marionette Master out, odds are people will be dead within a turn or two. This card is a great finisher for this deck.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I think that's where we're going to stop here because it gets way too crazy. We haven't even talked about possible partner combinations because we just don't even want to get into all of that. But I think that this guy stands on his own.
But my question exists, and I just want to throw a quick shout out there. With him, which color combo dominates? Would it be Selesnya that runs the gambit? Would it be, Golgari with him runs the gambit? Like, what color combination do you think would exploit his abilities the most?
I think it's a toss-up between Golgari and Selesnya. There's definitely a lot of there's definitely a lot of artifact synergy when it comes to white. So I think you can complement them there. With black, you can do a lot of dirt. You can drain life a lot faster. So take your pick, take your poison. So I think we're going to end it here because this can get off the rails. We've already mentioned a lot of heaters out there, a lot of things that would definitely devastate your opponents with just this guy alone. But mix it up with some partners, see what combinations you can get out there. Hope you have fun when it comes to draft day and playing with your other friends, soon to be enemies when you break out the golems.
But you know what? Since we did mention a lot of cards, a lot of you guys are trying to figure out where's the best place to get some of these cards. If you look at the bottom of our affiliate link, the TCG, you can help yourself out and also help the channel out at the same time. You know what? Build your deck, build your skills, and build that hate from your friends.
That's right. Please please subscribe, please hit the notification bell. Every time we drop a video, you will know about it. And we're definitely going to do some more videos about this guy, specifically a deck tech. Derek's going to bring that to you on our channel as well. So please look out for that. And I think it's going to be very exciting. You're going to see how dirty this golem, this golem maker really is. He's not a golem himself, but he makes golems. And I think Voraclex was wilding. He did his dirt with this one.
He got what he wanted. He got what he wanted.
All right. So until next time, please look out for another video from One More Mana. And actually, we have a surprise for you. We actually have another preview card that we're going to be dropping later today. So check that out. But until next time, peace.
Long live Phyrexia.